My name is Dave Barber, and we're coming to you this day from the third floor of the Rhode Island State House in a segment we call Capitol Spotlight. We visit with members of the General Assembly and discuss some of the things they've been working on and how it might impact you, the Rhode Island citizen. It gives me a great deal of pleasure to welcome back a gentleman that we've talked to so many times. We've interviewed him so many times, and it's absolutely terrific to have him here this day. The Honorable State Representative Frank Ferri. Representative, it's good to see you.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you.
And you're wearing a wide smile, and for good reason. The state of Rhode Island, even though the T's aren't all crossed yet and I's dotted, it's a foregone conclusion that marriage equality is going to be a part of our state law. You must be very pleased about that.
Oh, I'm really excited about it, really. It's surreal right now. That's how it feels. Years and years of advocating, years of being at the State House, even before I was a state rep, coming and talking to legislators, and now to get to this point that on Thursday we'll be voting on it again in the House, and then the governor will be signing it. It's really exciting.
You know, I know when we talked to you through the course of this session, you always were optimistic. Was that just your game face, or did you really, truly believe that this was going to be the year? Frankly, I'm a little surprised. I thought that maybe the Senate might have held it up.
I was really optimistic. I mean, it wasn't a game face, because I think I've told you in the past, over the years that I've been advocating for this and working on the issue, that I've seen the support grow. And this year, I knew it was going to happen once the Speaker of the House made the commitment that he was going to get this done. He was going to get it out of the House real early so we could vote on it, either an up or down vote, but it deserved to get voted on. And at that point, I knew that it was going to pass, because I knew there was support here in the legislature, both in the House and the Senate.
Well, I'll tell you what, you mentioned Speaker Fox. He said that it was going to be a priority for his administration. He got the legislation out of the House very early on in the session. This obviously has to be a big part of his legacy.
I think so. You know, this is it's about equality and it's about rights, and he has been all about that in his whole career here. I mean, there's many bills that he's championed about rights, and yeah, that's part of his legacy. I think civil rights will definitely be part of the Speaker's legacy.
Well, I see it as a civil rights issue, and it's also ironic, at least for you, that this, if everything goes according to plan, will become law on August the 1st. That's a significant day for you. Tell our viewers about that.
It is, because for me and my significant other, that is our anniversary. That's the date that we celebrate of getting together, August 1st. And on this August 1st, 2013, we'll be together 32 years.
Well, I'll tell you what, I've had the good fortune of meeting Tony. He's a great guy, and I congratulate both of you. And again, when you look back at your own career and you say, did I or did I not make a difference, you're going to look to this issue as one of those bright, shining examples where you indeed made a difference.
Well, I agree with you, because the way I got to the State House actually was through my work on marriage equality. When I ran for office, I was the chair of marriage equality, and that's what got me involved as far as lobbying and advocating and meeting legislators and getting to know my legislator. And then when he resigned and there was a special election, I ran. And if it wasn't for marriage equality, I probably wouldn't be here.
Now, one quick last thing. How significant is it that this week Sports Illustrated broke a major news story that the first member of a major professional sports franchise, the NBA, announced that he was indeed gay? How important is that story?
Oh, that's enormous, because I think that's, like in Rhode Island, what's got us to this point for marriage equality is that people like myself and the thousands of others that live their life openly, and people get to know that they know somebody who's gay, that's what has enlightened people. That's why we've gotten here today. And so that's very powerful for what he's done. And, you know, he did make a statement like, I wish it wasn't me that had to do it, but you know what? It's time, and somebody had to raise their hand and say, you know, I need to do this. And that's exactly how I felt back then, too.
Well, the stars and planets are all lined up. People have a sensitivity to this issue. the sentiments of our population have changed. To you, your colleagues that work so tirelessly on behalf of this effort, I congratulate you and thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank Dave, and for the thousands of people who are affected by this in Rhode Island, they say thank you too.
It's a terrific day in Rhode Island history. For Capitol Television, I'm Dave Barber.